Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday. Wishing you a great start to your week. We are discussing Enjin today, which is in the news, as well as Pluton. We'll go over this project, which is outlining here its liquidity injection program. We'll also give you this overview of QuarkChain, DeFi, and new mainnet on altcoinbuzz.io. Ethverse has a whole bunch of updates that we'll discuss. They have successfully launched their preview server. As I've mentioned in the past, Ethverse is kind of the convergence point of blockchain on Ethereum and Minecraft and blockchain gaming. So we're very excited to give you guys these updates. Chain Games is also in the news. Their mainnet is now live. We'll take a look at that. And finally, Uptrennd yield farming. There's an update courtesy of Uptrennd at Uptrennd on Twitter. Guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency, of course, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's start with a look on CoinGecko here at the markets. We're down a little bit today on this Monday, down 0.5% to $347.8 billion total market cap. As you can see, projects are generally maybe up ever so slightly or down ever so slightly. A couple of exceptions. Polkadot again up 4.6% in these last 24 hours, and Binance Coin again up 12.6% in these last 24 hours. So both of those projects by far outpacing the market. Bitcoin up 1.2% in the last day, up now to $10,460 with a dominance of 55.6%. Now, in case you missed it, Enjin recently presented on decentralized finance composability and Efinity at Chainlink's Smart Contract Summit. You can take a look at the full presentation here, where they provide a full scaling solution which will feature the security of Ethereum smart contracts with caveat, no Ethereum required. But in case you don't have time to watch that full session, they tweet, here are some Efinity highlights. Number one, solution for all ERC20 and ERC1155 tokens, horizontally scalable testing at 650 transactions per second, no Ethereum required for transactions, and security for Ethereum smart contracts. If, however, you do have time to check out the full presentation by Enjin, of course, it's embedded here in their tweet. We'll link to this in the description below. I'd recommend, number one, you watch the presentation, and number two, you follow at Enjin on Twitter. Okay, we're now taking a look at Pluton's liquidity injection program. Going back and rewinding for a second to 2016, Pluton was the first truly decentralized loyalty program. You may remember the ticker was PLU, and they raised about $1 million worth of funding via crowd sale in 9 days or so, and it's since been very successful. They've built up the ecosystem. They've added all kinds of new features in those 4 or so years. And while the initial crowdfunding they helped us to develop a revolutionary application and expand to thousands of users, it has not enabled us to inject additional liquidity into the Plutus DEX decentralized exchange or create token awareness on third-party exchanges. We are now looking to list PLU across several exchanges and conduct a low-cap flash token sale to ensure it remains liquid for the hundreds of thousands of users we expect to sign up to Plutus in the coming months and years. Therefore, we will conduct 3 micro sales in October of 2020, and the success of these will pave the way for additional follow-up listings and token sales held several weeks later on an exclusive and widely recognized Tier 1 exchange. This will be followed up with an additional Tier 1 listing before the end of the year. So the team is now looking to transfer about 2 million PLU from the 19.15 million reward pool to the Plutus Development Fund, approved by the community voting process. And once the reallocation of 2 million tokens has been completed, a portion of those tokens will come into full circulation. Of those 2 million PLU being transferred, here is the breakdown. About 15% or 300,000 PLU will be allocated to an initial sale. 35% or 700,000 PLU will be designated towards our liquidity program and short-term development, and a full 1 million or 50% of the PLU will be locked away for 2 years in the Plutus Development Fund. A little bit about that Plutus Development Fund now. As our product and Pluton utility grow, we anticipate demand for our token to rise, and we have set aside a medium-sized portion of PLU to provide liquidity for the new wave of purchasers. Not only will this guarantee instant swaps on our internal DEX for all our users, but it will also provide a steady stream of funding throughout the year as we transition into a scalable business available across continents. Taking a look at the Plutus roadmap, you can check out in more detail what they're planning to do. The team is, for that matter, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to longevity and the product itself. Here, linked on this page, is an overview of the roadmap. Let's take a look at their plans for 2020 and onwards here specifically. In terms of marketing, they aim to rapidly grow UK and EEA customer base, 25,000 users in 2020 and 150,000 users in 2021. That's at the marketing level. At the operations level, they're planning to launch in Asia in 2021 and launch in Latin America also that year. A banking license is forthcoming and is expected by 2022. Some high impact features: FX market dual currency accounts, for example, Euro and British pound, increased fiat currency options, increased cryptocurrency options, spending analytics, business accounts, and international remittance. That's more at the level of the product itself, and some additional features here: 24/7 real-time faster payments, 24/7 customer service, direct debit, real-time notifications and alerts, SEPA instant credit transfers, automated monthly crypto purchases, additional crypto cashback options, piggy bank investment, sub accounts for family and friends, virtual cards, and SDK for developers to build features on Plutus. Now, a banking license is probably the biggest variable here and really the most important checkpoint that we've just highlighted. And they discuss here how, why, and when a banking license will be possible. I think to their credit, they do talk about how this is really one of the more time-consuming steps, and so they don't seem to be over-promising. I mean, 2022 is still over a year away, but at least they're open and honest about that. One of the hurdles that they're facing now is the recent fiasco with Wirecard, which has collapsed and unfortunately has shaken things up in terms of licensing, especially in Europe. And it's now a requirement that all neobanks be profitable in order to maintain their banking license. So you guys can read a little bit more about this here. There's much more to this update. You can check it out, and including more features and information instructions about how to vote in the Plutus ecosystem and, really impact the choices being made here by the management team and the broader community. So check this out. We'll link to it in the description below, of course. Let's now discuss QuarkChain, ticker QKC. QuarkChain overview on altcoinbuzz.io, DeFi, and new mainnet. This article by Deepika. In spite of making good progress in terms of technological developments and ecosystem growth, the project remained undervalued for a long time. During the challenging first half of 2020, QuarkChain made remarkable breakthroughs in light of these developments, and QuarkChain's coin is already up by 162%. The remaining half of 2020 looks even more exciting. This is a big article, so we're going to have to give you the overview here. However, we do recommend you check it out in full. We'll link to it, of course, below. Let's take a look at the major technical updates for 2020 and for QuarkChain here with the following bullets. QuarkChain added a Java SDK in January of this year, which will help in creating an open-sourced project. The platform infrastructure received improved multi-cloud platform support. The team has conducted a test to understand the relationship between liquidity and the depth of order book using the simulation of a Uniswap model. Mainnet 1.4.0 end-to-end automation test framework has launched. The first native utility token, QNUT, launched on the network. Then Mainnet 1.4.2 released that supports native token auction and gas exchange functionality. QPool, the mining pool supporting the official mainnet, was launched in April of this year, and this has offered miners a convenient and stable income opportunity. QPool enables one-click switching between Ethereum and QKC mining. And then on April 30th of 2020, QuarkChain announced the first major upgrade to its mainnet. It announced a multi-native token feature on the mainnet. This is an upgrade from the smart contract tokens. Consequently, the multi-native tokens will help overcome a major limitation in the functionality of smart contract tokens. 2020 has also been a great year for QuarkChain at the level of partnerships, and a couple here that we definitely want to highlight. Number one, their partnership with the Chinese provincial government. That is very official and has a lot of potential, believe me. Number two, their partnership with AWS, Amazon Web Services. Looking ahead, there's just as much to be excited about when it comes to DeFi and 2020. They are entering effectively decentralized finance. Here are some QuarkChain updates from our previous video on the subject on QKC, which you may want to check out. But since that time and in the month of August, QuarkChain has launched 5 DeFi-related products, and these products are offering users a taste of the next generation DeFi networks. And the 5 products are as follows. Number one, they launched a multi-native token bidding system. They launched a gas liquidity pool. They launched QSwap at number 3, Element Miner at number 4, and LockDrop at number 5. Now, none of this, as you know, is financial advice, but here are our impressions when you take the totality of QuarkChain's efforts into account. As a leading blockchain technology company, QuarkChain is exploring its unique consensus mechanism, its heterogeneous sharding technology, and 2-layer architecture to kick off real adoption of blockchain. In 2020, it plans to develop enterprise solutions based on blockchain that can serve smart cities, provide large-scale resource management, and offer high storage capacity with high processing efficiency in a safe and reliable manner. With adoption as the focus, if QuarkChain is able to deliver what it promises, there is no looking back. Take a look, guys, at the entirety of the article for details that we weren't able to cover here. Great job to Deepika on this write-up. We'll link to this, of course, in the description below. Okay, I'm excited to once again be discussing Ethverse. Once more, they are at the intersection of the Ethereum blockchain and blockchain gaming and Minecraft. So a very exciting space to be in. At Ethverse is the Twitter handle. Make sure you're following. And they have this news to share. Ethverse preview server successfully launched. All the community members can now access the preview server. This is the server address. You can access it via this link. Version is Minecraft Java Edition, version 1.16.2. You can voice your thoughts or questions or concerns on the Discord channel here, and more information is available at t.me/Ethverse. Very good news for our friends over at Ethverse. They also have this update. A day passed since the launch of Ethverse preview server, and the community is already having fun. Again, join preview.ethverse.network on Minecraft version 1.16.2 to check it out. And here indeed is a glimpse of their efforts on streamable.com. You can check out all the different features and advantages associated with this new style of gameplay on Minecraft. We'll link to this as well in the description below. Finally here, Ethverse, this on the 12th of September. Now I'm jumping ahead. They tweet, day 2 of our server launch. More engagement building up on Ethverse. Check out this video submitted by our community on BitChute. Again, we are excited about this project because it has so much potential. This is the natural culmination of the space that we're working in, blockchain, the natural culmination of interest in gaming, especially popular titles like Minecraft. So we're very excited about their efforts. We feel for all the right reasons, and you can check out this second day on the Minecraft test server here on bitchute.com. We'll link to this as well in the description below. And our friends over at Chain Games have announced that staking has now gone live, so that's exciting news for them. This from the 14th of September. The much anticipated mainnet of Chain Games is now live. Staking at Real Chain Games, by the way, is the Twitter handle. Make sure you're following. Be part of the journey by staking your chain on our mainnet staking platform. Stakers receive 15% of the rake as rewards, and 1% of the rake will be permanently burned. Chain is deflationary after all. Staking.chaingames.io. They also have this. Our hacker-proof smart contracts audit came back with flying colors. Mainnet contract push is now scheduled for Sunday, the 13th of September, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. EST. The countdown begins here, timeanddate.com. So we're a little bit late to the party on this one. It is now the 14th of September, but it looks like their hack-and-proof smart contracts update, their audit rather, went very well. So that's cause to celebrate. By the time you're listening to this, their mainnet contract push has not only been scheduled, but it's been released. We're now, again, as I mentioned, the 14th of September, but kudos all around to our friends over at Chain Games. And finally, here we have this update about Uptrennd and yield farming. At Uptrennd with 2 N's is the Twitter handle. Make sure you're following. 1UP has been freshly added to yield-farming.io. If you add liquidity to the ETH 1UP pool on Uniswap, you'll then be able to stake your liquidity pool token in exchange for free yield tokens. Guys, if this is something that you can avail yourself of, it's a major advantage and something you may want to check out. Again, the link here is yield-farming.io. We realize yield farming is not necessarily for everybody, but if it is something for you, if it's something perhaps that you're considering, it is a way to generate additional income. There's no doubt about that. All right, everybody, that about wraps it up for today. Make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you guys enjoyed today's video. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this Monday. Hope your weeks are off to a great start. Stay safe out there, everybody, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.